Hey everyone, welcome back to GoSpeakly English podcast. I'm Sophie, and oh my goodness, do we have something exciting for you today?
And I'm Daniel. Sophie, I can already tell. You're super pumped about today's topic, aren't you?
Yes, Daniel, today we're tackling one of the most confusing things in English, and I'm not even exaggerating. This is something that even my advanced students mess up sometimes.
Oh, let me guess. Is it about those three little words that sound so simple but drive everyone crazy?
Exactly. We're talking about look, see, and watch. Three tiny words, but wow, the confusion they create.
You know what, Sophie? I have a challenge for everyone listening right now.
Ooh, I love challenges. What is it?
Okay, so here's the deal. I want everyone to listen to this entire podcast, all the way to the end. And I promise you, by the time we finish, you'll never, and I mean never, mix up these three words again.
That's a bold promise, Daniel. But you know what? I'm backing it up. With my 8 years of teaching experience, I've seen thousands of students struggle with this exact problem and then completely master it.
So listeners, here's your challenge. Don't skip ahead, don't pause, just stay with us because we're going to make this so simple, so clear, and honestly, so fun that you'll be like, why did I ever think this was hard?
I love that energy. And hey, before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome to GoSpeakly English podcast family.
We're all about making English learning easy, practical, and actually enjoyable. No boring grammar lectures here.
Exactly. We keep things real, we keep things fun, and most importantly, we keep things useful for your everyday life.
So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us keep bringing you amazing content like this every single day.
Yes, daily episodes. And tap that like button too. It takes 2 seconds, but it means the world to us.
All right, Sophie, I think our listeners are ready. Let's jump into this.
Let's do it. Okay, so here's the thing. When I first started teaching English, way back, like 8 years ago, I noticed something really interesting.
What was it?
Students would come to me and say things like, "Yesterday I was watching the sunset," when they actually meant they saw the sunset. Or they'd say, "I saw a movie last night," when they should say, "watched."
Oh, I see what you mean. It's like they know all three words, but they just can't figure out when to use which one.
Exactly. And you know why this happens?
Why?
Because in many languages, these three ideas, looking, seeing, and watching, they might use just one or two words. But English, we've got three separate words with three different meanings.
That's actually pretty interesting when you think about it.
Right? So today, we're going to break this down in the simplest way possible. We'll talk about what each word really means, when to use it, and we'll give you tons of real-life examples.
And by the end of this podcast, you'll sound like a native English speaker when you use these words.
Absolutely. So let's get started with part 1. All right, Daniel, let me ask you something. What do you think is the biggest mistake people make with these three words?
I think people just use them interchangeably, like they're all the same thing.
Bingo! That's exactly it. But here's the secret. Each word describes a different type of action with your eyes.
Ooh, I like where this is going. Break it down for us, Sophie.
Okay, so let's start with the easiest one, see. Daniel, what does see mean to you?
Well, it's like when your eyes just notice something, right? You don't really try, it just happens.
Perfect. See is automatic. You don't plan it, you don't make an effort. Your eyes are open and boom, you see things.
So it's like passive.
Exactly. It's passive. Let me give you an example. This morning, I was walking to the coffee shop and I saw a red car parked outside.
Right. You didn't go looking for the red car, you just happened to notice it.
Precisely. I wasn't searching for it. I wasn't focusing on it. My eyes were open, I was walking, and I saw it. It just happened naturally.
Okay, that makes sense. So see is when you notice something without really trying.
Yes. Now let me give you another example. Yesterday, I saw my neighbor at the supermarket.
You didn't plan to meet her there. You just happened to see her.
Exactly. I wasn't expecting it. I turned the corner in the vegetable aisle, and there she was. I saw her.
I love how simple you're making this. So if I say, I can see the mountains from my window, that's correct, right?
Absolutely. Because you're not trying hard to see them. You just look out the window, and there they are. You can see them.
Got it. Okay, so what about look?
Now look is different. Look is active. You're making an effort. You're directing your eyes towards something on purpose.
So it's intentional.
Yes. When you look at something, you're choosing to focus your eyes on it. Let me give you an example.
Please do.
Okay, imagine you're at home and you hear a strange noise outside. What do?
I would look out the window to see what's happening.
Perfect. You said look out the window because you're making an effort. You're directing your eyes toward the window on purpose.
Oh, so look requires action from me. I'm actively doing something.
Exactly. Here's another one. If I say to you, Daniel, look at this beautiful flower, what am I asking you to do?
You're asking me to focus my eyes on the flower, to pay attention to it.
Yes. I'm not saying the flower will magically appear in front of you. I'm asking you to actively turn your head, move your eyes, and focus on it.
This is so clear. So look is about making an effort to see something.
Absolutely. And here's a fun tip. We often use look with prepositions like look at, look for, look out, look into.
Ooh, give me some examples.
Sure. Look at that bird. Look for your keys. Look out the window. Look into his eyes.
Nice. So look usually comes with these little words after it.
Exactly. Now, are you ready for watch?
Oh yes, this is the one I think people find most confusing.
You're right. Watch is tricky because, well, it's like look, but with extra focus and time.
Extra focus and time? What do you mean?
Okay, so watch means you're looking at something that's moving or changing, and you're paying attention to it for a period of time.
Oh, so it's not just a quick glance. You're actually observing something over time.
Exactly. Think about it. You watch a movie. You watch a football game. You watch the sunset.
Because all of these things take time and they're moving or changing.
Yes. A movie is 2 hours long. The scenes change, the story develops. You're not just looking at it for 1 second, you're watching it.
And the football game, the players are running, the ball is moving, things are happening.
Precisely. You're following the action. You're observing it carefully over time.
What about the sunset? That's not really moving fast, is it?
Good question. The sunset is slowly changing. The colors are shifting, the light is fading. So even though it's slow, you're still watching it change over time.
That makes so much sense. So watch is for things that move, change, or develop, and you're paying attention for a while.
Exactly. Now, let me give you a really common example that students mess up.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Okay, so imagine you went to the cinema last night. How do you tell your friend about it today?
I would say I watched the movie last night.
Perfect. But so many students say, I saw a movie last night.
Wait, is that wrong?
Well, here's the thing. In American English, people do say, I saw a movie, and it's acceptable. But technically, watched is more accurate because you spent 2 hours observing the movie.
Oh, interesting. So both are used, but watched is more precise.
Exactly. But here's where students really make mistakes. They say things like, I'm seeing TV right now.
Oh, no, that sounds wrong.
It is. You should say, I'm watching TV right now because TV shows are moving, changing, and you're observing them over time.
Right. You can see the TV, like the physical object, but you watch what's playing on it.
Yes, that's a brilliant way to think about it. You can see the TV set, but you watch the program.
Wow, Sophie, this is so helpful. I feel like our listeners are getting this now.
I hope so. Let me give you one more comparison to make it super clear.
Go for it.
Okay, imagine you're at a park. You see a dog, meaning you notice there's a dog in the park.
Right, you didn't plan to see it, your eyes just noticed it.
Exactly. Now your friend says, "Look at that dog." What's happening?
Your friend is asking me to direct my eyes toward the dog to focus on it.
Perfect. And now imagine the dog is doing something interesting, like catching a frisbee, running around, playing with other dogs. What are you doing?
I'm watching the dog.
Yes, because you're observing its movements and actions over time. You're following what it's doing.
This example is perfect. See the dog, look at the dog, watch the dog. 3 different things.
Exactly. And that's the foundation, everyone. See is passive and automatic. Look is active and intentional. Watch is focused observation over time.
Beautiful. Sophie, I think we should give some more examples before we move to part 2.
Great idea. Let's do a quick round. I'll say a sentence, and you tell me if it sounds right or wrong.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to look a movie tonight.
Wrong. It should be watch a movie.
Correct. How about this one? Did you see that goal? It was amazing.
That sounds right to me. See can be used for something that happened quickly, right?
Yes, because the goal happened in a moment. You caught it with your eyes. But if someone asked, "Did you see the game?" you could also say, "Did you watch the game?" And both would be fine.
Because the whole game takes time to watch.
Exactly. One more. Can you look at the kids while I cook dinner?
That sounds a bit odd. Shouldn't it be watch the kids?
You're absolutely right, because you're observing the kids over a period of time, making sure they're safe and not getting into trouble. That's watching, not just looking.
Got it. So look at the kids would be like, just glance at them for a second. But watch the kids means supervise them.
Perfect. You're getting this, Daniel.
Thanks. I think our listeners are too. Sophie, should we move to part 2 now?
Yes, but first, let me just say, if you're listening and you're thinking, "Wow, this is actually making sense," that's exactly what we want.
And if you're enjoying this, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're here every single day with new lessons to help you speak English confidently.
All right, let's jump into part 2, where we're going to talk about some tricky situations and common mistakes.
Okay, Sophie. So we've covered the basics, but I know there are some situations where people still get confused.
Oh, absolutely. There are some tricky cases that even intermediate learners struggle with.
Like what?
Okay, here's a big one. The difference between look like and look at,
Ooh, yeah, I can see how that would confuse people.
right? So look at means to direct your eyes towards something, but look like means to resemble or appear similar to something.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. If I say, "Look at that man," I'm asking you to turn your eyes toward him.
Right, you want me to see him.
But if I say, "That man looks like my uncle," I'm saying he resembles my uncle. He has a similar appearance.
Ah, so look like is about comparison or appearance.
Exactly. Here's another example. "You look tired today."
That's about how I appear, not about directing my eyes anywhere.
Perfect. Or, "This cake looks delicious."
You're saying the cake appears delicious. It seems delicious based on how it looks.
Yes, so look can mean to direct your eyes, but it can also describe appearance. You just have to pay attention to the context.
That's a great point. Context is everything in English.
Absolutely. Now, let me give you another tricky one. See versus meet.
Oh, this is interesting.
So when you see someone, you just notice them or encounter them. But when you meet someone, it's more intentional and social.
Can you explain more?
Sure. If I say, "I saw John at the mall yesterday," it means I happened to notice him there. Maybe we said hi, maybe we didn't.
So it's just a casual encounter.
Exactly. But if I say, I'm meeting John for coffee tomorrow, that's planned. We arranged it. It's intentional.
Oh, so meet implies planning or an appointment.
Yes, or even for first encounters. Nice to meet you when you meet someone for the first time.
But you wouldn't say nice to see you the first time, right?
Well, you could say nice to see you if you've met before. Like if I run into an old friend, oh, it's so nice to see you again.
Right, because you've seen them before. But for a first meeting, it's always meet.
Exactly. Now, here's something else students ask me all the time. Can I say see for visiting?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm going to see my grandmother this weekend.
Oh, so see meaning visit.
Yes! In English, we use see for visiting people. I saw my doctor yesterday. Let's go see a friend.
That's interesting because it's not just about using your eyes, it's about spending time with someone.
Exactly. English is fun like that. Words have multiple meanings depending on context.
Okay, what about watch? Are there any tricky situations with watch?
Oh, yes. Here's a common one. Watch out.
Haha, that's a warning, right? Like, be careful?
Yes. Watch out means be careful or pay attention to danger. Watch out. There's a car coming.
So it's not about observing something over time, it's about being alert.
Exactly. There's also watch over, which means to protect or take care of. Can you watch over my bag while I go to the restroom?
So you're asking me to keep an eye on it, to make sure nothing happens to it.
Perfect. And then there's watch for, which means to wait and look for something. Watch for the mailman. He should arrive soon.
So I'm actively looking and waiting for him to come.
Yes, all of these use watch, but they have different meanings based on the preposition that follows.
English really loves its prepositions, doesn't it?
It really does. Okay, now let me share some common mistakes I hear from students and how to fix them.
Oh, this should be helpful.
Mistake number 1. I'm going to see TV.
Nope, should be watch TV.
Correct. TV programs are continuous and moving, so you watch them, not see them.
What's mistake number 2?
Can you look my baby for a few minutes?
Ah, it should be watch my baby.
Yes, because you're supervising the baby over time, not just glancing at them.
Right. Look would need look at my baby. But even then, watching is better for babysitting.
Exactly. Mistake number 3. Yesterday, I looked a beautiful sunset.
I think it should be watch the sunset.
Perfect, because the sunset changes over time. The colors shift, the sun goes down. You're observing this process, so you watch it.
Got it. What about see? Can we say saw the sunset?
You know what? You could, if you just happened to notice it briefly. Like, oh, I saw a beautiful sunset on my drive home. But if you stopped your car and really admired it for several minutes, then you watched it.
Ah, so it depends on how long and how focused you were.
Exactly. Context matters. Now here's mistake number 4. Look that bird flying.
It should be look at that bird.
Yes. Remember, look usually needs a preposition. Look at, look for, look out.
So you can't just say look something, you need look at something.
Exactly. And finally, mistake number 5, I didn't watch you at the party last night.
Ooh, that sounds creepy, like you were staring at someone all night.
Exactly. It should be, I didn't see you at the party last night, meaning I didn't notice you there or I didn't encounter you.
Right. Watch would make it sound like you were observing them the whole time, which is weird.
Yes, unless you were watching them perform or something. Like, I watched you play guitar at the party. That's fine, because you were observing their performance.
This is so helpful, Sophie. I think our listeners are really getting the hang of this now.
I hope so. Let me give you some everyday situations where you can practice these words.
Yes, please. Real life practice is the best.
Okay, situation 1, you're at a coffee shop. You can say, I'm just looking at the menu. That means you're reading it, checking out the options.
Right, you're actively focusing on it.
Exactly. Now, while you're there, you might see a friend walk in. You didn't expect them, you just happened to notice them.
So you saw your friend.
Yes. And if there's a TV in the coffee shop playing the news and you're sitting there paying attention to it, what are you doing?
I'm watching the news.
Perfect. All 3 words in one coffee shop visit.
I love it. But what's situation 2?
Okay, you're at home in the evening. Your family is watching a movie together on Netflix.
So we're watching the movie.
Yes, but let's say during the movie, you look at your phone to check a message.
So I'm looking at my phone, actively checking it.
Exactly. And then you glance up and you see that your sister is crying during an emotional scene in the movie.
I saw her crying. I just noticed it.
Perfect. So in one movie night, you watched the movie, looked at your phone, and saw your sister's reaction.
This is such a practical way to understand it.
Right? Situation 3. You're walking in the park. You see flowers. You notice them as you walk.
Passive, automatic, just seeing them.
Yes. Then someone says, look at those beautiful roses. So you actively turn your head and focus on them.
I'm looking at them now.
Exactly. And then you sit on a bench and you watch the ducks swimming in the pond.
Because they're moving and I'm observing them over time.
Perfect! You're a natural at this, Daniel.
Thanks. You're an amazing teacher, Sophie. 8 years of experience really shows.
Aw, thank you. You know, teaching these small differences is what I love most, because once students get it, their confidence just skyrockets.
I can totally see that. And I think our listeners are feeling that confidence right now, too.
I hope so. Let me give you one final pro tip before we wrap up.
Ooh, yes. Pro tips are always good.
Okay, so here's how to remember the difference. See is like breathing. It just happens. You don't think about it.
Automatic.
Yes. Look is like pointing. You're directing your attention somewhere specific.
Intentional.
Exactly. And watch is like reading a book. You're engaged with something over time, following along.
Continuous observation. I love these comparisons, Sophie.
Right? They make it so much easier to remember. Oh, and one more thing. If you're ever unsure which word to use, think about whether the action is quick or long.
What do you mean?
If it's quick, like noticing something in passing, use see. If it's intentional but brief, like directing your eyes somewhere, use look. If it takes time and you're following along, use watch.
That's such a simple way to decide.
Exactly. English doesn't have to be complicated. We just need to break it down into simple, clear rules.
And that's exactly what we did today on GoSpeakly English Podcast.
Yes. So everyone listening, I want you to try something. In the next 24 hours, pay attention to when you use see, look, and watch in your conversations.
Ooh, like homework.
Yes, but fun homework. Notice which situations call for which word, and I promise the more you notice it, the more natural it will become.
And before you know it, you'll be using these words like a native speaker.
Absolutely. You know what, Daniel? I think we've really covered everything today, from the basic meanings to tricky situations to real-life examples.
We definitely did. And I have to say, I feel like even I learned something new today.
That's what I love about teaching. There's always something new to discover.
So true. All right, everyone. That wraps up today's episode of GoSpeakly English Podcast.
If you enjoyed this lesson, and I really hope you did, please hit that like button. It helps us so much.
And subscribe if you haven't already. We're putting out daily episodes to help you improve your English in the most practical, fun way possible.
We're here for you every single day, bringing you real English lessons that you can actually use in your daily life.
No boring textbook stuff, just practical conversational English.
Exactly. And hey, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, leave a comment. We read every single one.
We really do. Your feedback helps us create even better content for you.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. Remember the challenge we gave you at the beginning?
Oh yes, we said you'd never mix up look, see, and watch again after this episode.
So, did we deliver? I think we did.
I'm confident we did. And now you can go out there and use these words with total confidence.
Yes, whether you're talking about watching a movie, seeing a friend, or looking at your phone, you've got this.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep speaking English.
See you tomorrow.
Wait, or should we say we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow while we watch for your comments?
Oh, Daniel, now you're just showing off.
Couldn't help it. All right, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye. Happy learning.